Hey folks, Duker Does here. Welcome back to my channel. I know I've been away for a while and I haven't done any Bentay or Arnis De Mano, and today I'm going to try and cover a little bit of both of those. This is going to be an Arnis video. Now, in one of my videos I showed you the house blocks that are found within the Arnis system. But I did not cover a block that I should have covered in that video, because it can be used in conjunction with those other blocks, but it doesn't flow within the house block system, and that's why I left it out. So this video is going to be dedicated to that block. But before I get to that block, I want to review the house blocks so you remember what they are. And then I'll get into what we call a drop block. Okay, so here's our stick. Stick goes in the right hand, if you remember. Where does our live hand go? That's right in front of our chest. Now, when we perform the house blocks, it follows roof, wall, floor, stilt. So roof, wall, floor, stilt. Now, if you're wondering why I call those last two blocks stilt blocks, it's because on the island of the Philippine Islands, many of the houses are built on stilts. And it's because during the monsoon season, it floods a lot. And so they have to have their houses built up above the water. So that stilt block is the foundation of a house, and it is the foundation of our blocking system as well. Excuse me, I got choked up. Now, I'm still choked up. Now on to the drop block. Now, the drop block is very simple, and I'm going to show it to you using hands only first. So that way you see the action being done. Okay, so if you remember in the boogie set, or the booging block set, or whatever I called that, it's not on my mind right now, but it's based off of holding a book in your hand. And if you remember, when you hold an open book in your hands, your palms are up. You're looking at your palms. Well, it's based on that. Okay? And it's also kind of a forearm block as well, but not really. But because you don't really use your forearm blocks. But if, let's say that they're a round kick or whatever, you could actually block like that. And in some Salat styles, they actually use this type of block to protect their bodies. Okay? But that's not what we're going to do. So from a neutral stance, if you remember, from my style, a neutral stance is the beginning of every fight. Most fights begin in this stance. And the reason why I say that is because when you're talking, face to face, you're facing each other like this. Okay? So, from here, we're going to raise our hands up to chest level like we're holding a book. So, as we do that, we're going to step out left leg up front, right leg up back, bow stance. Okay? Hand here. Now, all we're going to do is just drop our hands to where our palms face the ground. That is the drop block. Okay? Very simple. Okay? They're going to throw a kick or whatever. You want to move away from that. And at the same time, you want to block it. Now, as I'm blocking it, you can see it's going to force the the leg down and away, because first the force is going to push it down, and at the same time this hand is kind of knocking it away, because I want to clear the path to where I can get into their open areas. Okay, remember, if you remember one of my videos, I talked about the body being a series of gates. The body is the big gate, and the arms are the little gates. Okay, you want to take out the little gates first. So how would I do that with this drop block? Well, what I could do is off of this drop block, I can, off of that drop block, after I block the kick, I could throw a good thing to his arm. Okay, then from here, I can come off of that and go down. He may throw another kick. So I'm going to block and strike at the same time. Boom. So that's an example of how the drop block can be used. Now, another thing I can do is, let's say he's kicking again. I did the drop block. Now his groin is open. I can throw a knife hand to his groin, come back, palm to the face. Okay? Or I could use this, my left hand, my live hand, as a snake. Okay? And I drop down like this. I can, let's say he's punching and I'm knocking his hand down, right? As I do that, I'm going to snake this hand around his arm, pull it in. Now look what I got. I have his neck. I can throw to his head. I can throw it to his neck, his head. I can do Kuru. I can do Peter Kampala, which is a throw and salot. So you push his head down, and then you're going to spin his arm up. So that drop block is very, very versatile. Now I'm going to show it to you with a stick. And the action is pretty much the same. And even some of the techniques are the same. Okay? So, same thing, but I'm holding a stick in my right hand. I bring it up, and as you see, same action. Now my stick is on the inside, right? And I'm knocking the stick that way. As I come down, I can come up, hit him in the groin. And then let's say he go throw another attack. I can take that out, come back up, hit him in the side of the head. Or let's say I did the drop block again. Come down, hit him in the groin, then hit him on the other side of the head with the loft kick. Okay? Or I could perform the drop block, come up, and do a puño to his arm, then a number one to the side of his head. So again, the drop block is very versatile. So from neutral stance, sticking that in my right hand, left hand to live hand, I come bring my hand up as I'm stepping out. Boom. Very simple. See that? One more time from neutral stance. Slide out left leg. All right, now I'm going to show you how to do it with a knife. And with the knife, it's the same action, but not only are you blocking, but you're cutting his arm at the same time, or his leg, or whatever. I've got big butcher knife, okay? Now it's the same action, except as I bring it up to my face, I have the knife turned sideways. Because you never want to block with the edge of a knife. You'll dull your blade, you put big gouges in it. You don't want to do that. Always block with the side. So, as I step out and perform the drop block, now look here. I'm actually performing a cut as I'm going down. See that? I'm cutting his arm, his leg, the weapon. I'm aiming as I'm scraping down. I'm aiming for his hand or them arteries under the arm. Okay? Then, after I perform the drop block, I can come back up and slash his arm, slash it again, come into the groin, perform a number 2 to his face, come back up, slice the side of his head. Again, very versatile block. Okay? Again, I perform the drop block. And let's say he's going to come in with another strike. Well, that's easy. I can block, cut, and then go in for number 5. Again, this time I'm going to go for his, this. Remember the gate. Once I block his stick or his arm, I'm moving it over there, right? So his armpit is open. So I'm going to go straight for that armpit. Then I'm going to turn the knife sideways and cut this way. I'm cutting him across the chest. Then from here, I can just go back, stab to the eye, stab to the heart. I may even come back, perform a crossada on the body. 1, 2. So again, very versatile block. And I love this block. It's one of my favorite blocks, and I hope that it becomes one of yours as well. This is Duger Does saying do good and dishes. Bye-bye.